So I'm out at the old property, and you can see here's the shop. The van was parked right here, and I came out of the shop door with the phone. I was standing on the back or behind the van, and I noticed a white car right where that orange container is down there. That rollaway container was where her car was parked at, in front of the garage. And so I seen that. I tell Mandy I have to go check it out. I go back in the shop. I hang the phone up. I grab the shotgun that was sitting right by the side of the door on the inside. I come out and I walk around the truck. And as soon as I get around the truck, I see her. She's right there where the pretty much the Y is in the driveway. She's about right there, taking off out of there. And I start yelling. I start waving, hey, hey, hey. And I was waving like this, and she just kept going. And so I went back this way, and I turned and looked, and she was just kind of not going that fast. So I started running, started sprinting to try to catch up, and I sprint around here, and I sprint right down here, and this was nice and mowed then, but I get down to about, at this point, she was slowing down. She wasn't going very fast. She started slowing down. That's why I started running. I thought I might be able to catch her. And she gets to right about there. And she's going along right about here. And I'm yelling, stop, stop, stop. I got the gun down to my side, and I'm about this far away. And I can see it's a person with long hair is all I can tell. And so she keeps going. And I walk a little further down, trying to get a look at the license plate. Can't see it. And she gets right out to the end of the road, right to the end of the driveway, and shot it right at the back tire. And then she kept going to the road. I take off running back up this way, trucking through the yard. It wasn't weeds, but I was trucking through that. I thought I dropped the gun right here, somewhere along right here. Or it could have possibly been up here. I can't remember where I dropped it, but I dropped it somewhere in this path, I believe. And then I ran. Ashley's van was parked right in this area where my truck is right now. And I jump in it, and there's no keys. I was like, shit. So I jump out, run back into the shop, get the keys, get in the van. And I can't remember. I think I took out of here this way. I went this way, and then up through the yard right here, and then down the road. And I'll show you what happened. So I take off out of here, and I go up this way. Well, I'm not going to make it, but front wheel drive made it right up that hill. So anyway, I rip up that little hill right there, back out onto the road. Get up here on the road. And she's nowhere in sight. So I'm gunning it. I'm not going to drive as fast as I was then, but I was going as fast as that little minivan would hold me. I mean, I had to run back in to get the keys, so she got a little ways away. But the thing that I noticed was when I got up to here, right to this point, I could see her parked right across on the other side of the bridge, and she was stopped. And so I kept going, and she seen me right about then and starts taking off. So I'm within eyesight of her, and that's all I'm trying to maintain is a visual on the car. and I'm digging around trying to get the cell phone fired up because they were both off because Ashley shut them off the night before, and I finally got them turned on and called the sheriff. And by the time I got the sheriff on the phone, though, I would say I was almost to the dog park, or right by the dog park. So I could still see her. I mean, I can see where she's at. I can see she turns up here at the dog park. And I mean, she was moving pretty quick. So I mean, I was having to haul ass. And she turns right about here. So I think I finally got the sheriff on the phone right about the turn. When I turned up here is about when I got the sheriff on the phone. So by the time I get here, I can't see her around this curve. She's already made it around this curve, I'm sure. I wasn't able, I mean, I didn't gain much ground on her. I was just able to keep her within eyesight. So I can still see her at this point. She's up the road a ways. I'm still ripping in the minivan, trying to catch up. And I got the sheriff on the phone, and I'm telling him what I say in the recording. And you can hear me in the recording. I start saying, "There's a cop going right by her right now. There's an Indianola cop going right by her right now." That was right after I turned onto the highway is when I seen that cop coming down the hill. And he was going right by her. He was up a ways, going right by her. And when he got down closer to me, I was waving out of the window. Had my arm out the window waving, pointing at the car. I assumed that they'd already got a dispatch call. I don't know, but anyway, I get up here and she'd already turned onto the highway. I was probably about, what they got going here? Oh, wow. Anyway, there was a truck parked waiting to turn towards town, and I was hauling ass, so I just went around him. I went clear over here around him. He was here, and I went clear out and around him there. And so I get up here, and I get right here, and you can see her up towards the top of the hill, and the cop going right by her. So I roll my window down, and I start waving to him, signaling to him to chase that car. Anyway, we get up to past the Good Samaritan, and I turn on, I can't remember what street that is. It was a house Ashley used to live in. I think it's 5th Street, maybe. So we're getting in town here, and I can still see her. She's up there a ways, probably about where that car's at now. She was clear up there. I mean, she was quite a ways ahead of me. I mean, her car was probably a lot faster than mine. I was sure it was a Ford 500 against a minivan. But anyway, he tells me back there, or in this area somewhere, to just go ahead and pull over, and we'll come down and talk to you. And I say, okay. So, I don't know, it's right past this little building up here. I think is where I turned at, yeah. And when I turn, you can see the street light up there. Clear up there, that's where she was at that street light. That's where she was at, and I turned right into here. Oh shit, they tore the old house down I actually used to live in. But anyway, I pull in the driveway right here, and I just park it, and I don't know, I waited maybe less than a minute, And Fisher comes running up, yelling and hollering, "Get out of the car! Get out of the car!" So he gets me out of the car, and I get out of the car, and then he just immediately starts searching through the car and pulls out the weed pipe that was back behind the seat back here. Anyway, that's the story. Then they haul me up to the jail and charge me with attempted murder. A bunch of bullshit. Biggest bullshit case I ever heard of.